Are you the singing voice of the adult Simba in The Lion King?
I am indeed. I am indeed. That was a great gig. It was had no idea whether or not they were going to keep what I did. Being a part of the song Hakuna Matata was entirely an accident that I have my ex-wife to thank for because she was at the date and she was friends with one of the co-producers, Mark Mancina, who was producing some of the songs and stuff for the movie over at Hans Zimmer's studio. And when I went down there, I was basically asked to just sing, sort of Simba's part in Can You Feel the Love Tonight? And then I'm standing in the booth and I could hear them, not hear them, but they're all talking and jawing. And what they were talking about was how to handle Hakuna Matata when Simba becomes a adolescent, because it was in a higher range than, what his voice is later on. And my wife at the time said to Mark, why don't you just let Joe try and sing something over that line and, see where it goes. And they let me do it. And the directors and the producers who were in the room said, love it. So it was a fluke, and had no idea that I was even going to be in the film after that session until the crew screening, which was like
And
a year later.
so you're sitting there and you're like, wait a minute, that's me. I'm in the movie.
Yeah, we did. My wife at the time and I went to the crew screening, and we were just like, thought that we were invited because I did some work on the film, and there it was.
Did you slide right by Matthew Broderick? Oh, how you doing? Sorry about that. I took your
Well,
place.
no, but I mean, I knew that I've and heard over the years that he was very upset about it because the guy,
Really?
yeah, because he can sing. But in those days, they wanted the singing voice to be something a little more pop oriented. And he definitely leans towards the Broadway kind of sound, you know what I mean, the stage sound. But he's wonderful, a wonderful actor and a wonderful singer, and could have very easily had done it, but that was what they were looking for, and I didn't argue. To me, it was just a gig.